Okay, so you want to make a film, right? Let's say you want to make a film about two people having a conversation, two friends meeting up. Awesome, but you don't know where to start. Don't worry, I've got some really good tips for you. Um, yeah. So the first tip is you're gonna need a writer. Second tip is you're gonna need an editor. Third tip is you're gonna need a DOP. Fourth tip is, well, this isn't essential, but you really should have a producer. Fifth tip is, what was it? Actors. Christ, yeah, you need actors. Okay, so I actually don't believe in any of that. I think it's a lot more simple than that. You would hope, if you do want to make your own short film or even a feature film, as long as you're not wanting to put it on Netflix. That is, straight away at least. Yeah, I think making films is a lot more simple. But before I talk about that, I just want to talk a bit about myself and my background in film. So I started making films when I was 12. By making films, I don't mean making proper films. I mean just simple films for fun. I would balance my mum's iPad and I would put it in selfie mode. And my first film I ever did was my mum's iPad, and I had Nerf guns, and I would shoot clones of myself. And I edited it in Movie Maker and Paint.net. I would use Paint.net to paint on the muzzle flashes. Yeah. So anyway, the film was about 1 minute and a half, and it wasn't great. You could clearly tell that I didn't have a DOP, a producer, a VFX artist, an editor, all of that. But I still made something. And I know quite a lot of people who did similar things when they were kids. They would make just silly films either on their own or with friends, and just do it because it was fun. But then as you get older, you stop doing that. Even if you still want to make films, some of us just don't want to make films anymore. But the people who do want to make films feel, oh, I can't keep doing it like this, because that's not professional. I need, I need a producer. I need an editor. I need a DOP. But I think, yeah, if you want to make a film and put it on Netflix or put it on Amazon Prime, you're gonna need to have a team for sure. But if you're just making a film because you want to make a film, you shouldn't worry about all of that. You should just make it. And there's no better way to learn than to just make films, and that's been my experience, at least since the age of 12. I've just been making films. I've had years when I've done more and years when I've done less. Especially when I was around 16, I did nothing because I was 16 and it was cringe. But I got back into it, and my approach hasn't changed. I still just have me and my camera, and I just film on my own, I edit on my own, and I don't let the fact that I don't have a team restrict me. And that's not to brag or anything, but it's just to say that you don't need anything to actually start. And I actually think it's better to start on your own. Because when I went to university, I studied acting. I didn't study film production. But I did know a lot of people on the film production course. And a lot of the people on the film production course, not all of them at all, but a lot of them, their first film that they'd ever made was on that course with a huge crew. Their first film was, a film with a big budget, with actors, extras, with a DOP, with writers, well, multiple DOPs, with VFX artists, all of that. And then, so that was all well and good, because then the final products would be awesome. But then when those same people would want to make their own films outside of uni, all of a sudden you're stuck. I don't have all of these extras and actors. I don't have a DOP. I don't have a producer. I don't have an editor. that's it. I can't make my film. I can't do it. And I feel like that's a common mindset that I noticed, which I found very sad, because I don't think that's true. I think you can just make a film on your own. For example, me, at the moment, I have a bunch, because I studied acting, I have a bunch of friends who are actors. So I get away very easily with that now. I have a bunch of friends who are actors, and I just film them. So they're my actors, but I have no crew. I have no crew at all. It's just me with my camera, and I just film them, just like I did when I was a kid. And the result of that has been that I've made a lot of films now, varying in quality. A lot of them are probably quite bad, but nonetheless, I've still made films, and I feel like I've learnt a lot from every film, especially the terrible ones that I don't want anyone to see. So I think my tip, my only tip, if you do want to make a film but you're not sure where to start, and you feel restricted by what you have available to you, is to just switch off your brain, which is easier said than done, but switch off your brain and just go for it. It doesn't need to be a masterpiece. It doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to look good. In fact, it's gonna be terrible. It is. Hopefully that actually makes it less stressful, because your first film is going to be crap. You can't change that. So that's what I would say. Just start. Just start. Just pick up a camera and film. If you have no friends, I used to just film on my own because I didn't have any friends to film with. Sometimes I did, but a lot of the time I didn't. Just film on your own. Just either film clones of yourself if you want to tell a narrative story, or you can make an edit with nature, or you can tell a story through narration. That there are so many things you can do that don't require having a big crew. So many things in film. And I actually think without a crew, you end up learning more, because you need to be more creative in how you approach things, because you don't have as many options. So you need to look outside the box. So yeah, I'm going around in circles now, but that's what I would say. I would say if you really want to make something, just make it. And then if you don't know what to make, maybe you want to make a film but you don't actually know what that film is going to be. Just same thing. Don't think, just shoot. Just walk into the forest, walk on the street, film something, film cars, edit them together. You don't know how to edit? I mean, so many. There's DaVinci Resolve. It's free. You can learn to edit with DaVinci Resolve on the internet for free. Incredible software, industry standard software like that. That's where we're at now. It's so easy to get into film if you want to. And yeah, just edit. Just learn to edit. And just make something. And then you're probably going to make something really bad. But then the next film you make might be a little bit less bad. Still bad, but less bad. And then years later you'll make something that you're proud of. Yeah. So that's what I would say for the fourth or fifth time. Just begin.